Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Volker, and I want to take this opportunity to talk about some of the upcoming builds and games that I was thinking about running. I think we'll do that to a high tempo build. Actually, no, I have a better idea. Let's do a variation on a power build. And we're gonna have to choose carefully because not every jump arcana that I want to use can be used in the way that I want to use it. Or in fact, not every jump arcana just in general can be used. But this was something that was discussed in my comment section recently, and I don't know, I kind of like the idea, so we're gonna try it, see how it goes. You can hear the birds just excited that I'm up and making noise. And what do we use for this? There we go. Now, I could go with something different. It was also brought up during my... It was also brought up in the comment section of my Paladin build that I could have used this for the basic, especially since it does have the word Radiant right in the title. So... I would call that a solid whoops. But I think, for purposes of this, I'm going to stick with the vines. So we've got Astral Dissonance, we've got Scales of Babylon. I think we've got ourselves a good build here. I'm going to change my relic, and soundtrack is jazz, which we're already on. As far as... See, I could go with this, but I think... I look at this... Yeah, I think it might be best just to go with just the general damage up. So we'll take the gaudiest crown you done ever seen. And now the whole idea is to try to get the retro floor plan, because of course. And for those of you who are relatively new to my content, I like using the retro floor plan because I feel it offers the best balance of challenge and reward. With the retro floor plan, I get plenty of golds to use to get relics and upgrade my arcana, but it's not necessarily coming for free. It's coming with a little bit of extra challenge, and it's something I appreciate. Now, that doesn't mean that I will never pick a different cursed relic. Matter of fact, there are times in which I kind of like the Pie of 5 Fruits and the... what is this, the Melting Pot? There are times in which I like using those. Like, generally it's when I choose to take Chaos Arcana, because then I don't necessarily need the extra money. And I should stress, it's when I choose to take a Chaos Arcana in one of the spots other than Signature, because that's your Signature spell is always upgraded anyway. Like, Chaos spells only have one level. They're always upgraded, so Chaos spells are always turned up to 11. And... you know, we'll just go and see what happens. Always. Whenever I decide I'm going to just let the wind take me where it may, I always end up with Atlas at spot number 3. So, let's just assume that things are not going to go well. Like, I wish I could say that some other way, but I really feel like that's just not going to end well. Alright, well, as of right now, this is working out pretty well. I just hope it continues to work out well. I mean, so far, so good. Okay, I like that. And before I upgrade Scales of Babylon, let's wait and see who our red portal vendor is. You know, it's worth it. So, the topic that I wanted to bring up from the beginning of the episode is basically there are some class builds that I'm concerned about how they would turn out. Alright, so what do we have here? Obviously, I like the idea of more stun time, so we're going with that. And now we can upgrade scales. I'm considering Tearing Whirlwind, but I would kind of prefer something else, honestly. Because Tearing Whirlwind is much more of a critical hit engine sort of spell. You know, I'm not going to turn that down, though. So here's my thoughts. There are a couple of classes, or in this case subclasses, that I'm having a hard time figuring out how I would do for purposes of Wizard of Legend builds. So I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about doing them. And those... Hello, Family Seal. Ooh, and Pathfinder's Knapsack. Alright, well that's a couple of things I can grab. But some of the classes I wanted to talk about. First of all, is... In Final Fantasy, they're known as Mystic Knights, but basically it's knights who imbue their blades with magic. And I'm having a hard time figuring out how exactly I would do that for Wizard of Legend. I could very well be overthinking things, let's be fair. But that does seem like the sort of thing that would be very difficult to pull off. It will pull off considering the tools that you have access to in this game. That was a bad choice. Start with the dissonance and then use the scales. Come on, brain, you know this. Okay, so I think what we do is we go back to the beginning and then head east. Oops. Okay, well that's good. That's good. And I think what we then spend our money on is the Pathfinder's knapsack. Okay. I'll take it, but mostly it's because if I run into Cremire, I just want to sell it. Or if I run into the adorable Mimic, same thing, except for it won't be selling, it'll be feeding. Ooh. Oh, look at that, you missed. I'm a dummy. So Eldritch Knight is one thing I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do. I mean, I could just wing it. But I would like to hear from you guys what you think about that. The other class I'm having trouble determining how exactly I would do, at least at this moment in time, is the Dark Knight. Which, yeah, that's not necessarily a thing in D&D unless you count Oathbreaker Paladin. But Dark Knight is something that exists in Final Fantasy and also in spin-offs like Bravely Default and whatnot, so it's... Oh, smooth. Good job. I like the idea of the spice rack, but I want to kind of wait just a... No, I don't. That one I want. Okay, I am just getting beat up. No, no, that's right. I go this way. Admittedly, I'm kind of having the same problem with Astral Dissonance that I tend to have with the moves that leave you suspended in the air for a while. I'm gonna not take that. Okay, certainly not going to hurt to grab something from here. The other classes that I was thinking I would probably have difficulty with is, I brought up Wizard before, but it's not that that one would be necessarily difficult, it's that I feel that would almost be too easy. Like, that would be like cheating. The entire game is about wizards. So I guess the question is, do I skip Wizard, or do I do specific Wizard, like, subsets? Like, that's probably the smart move there, right? Is just do Wizard subclasses. Oh. Well. Oops. But now on to a different topic. And that is I had a friend share a video with me recently that kind of got me thinking about something, and I think this is something that'll catch some of your attention as well, because it's something that you guys have brought up in having some interest in the past. And that is, I've been feeling a desire to try to learn how to play Gungeon again. Which, to me, is funny, because I never did know how to play that game very well. Like, I think I've never made it past the... I am gonna buy that. I've never made it past the 3rd floor. Like, I'm not even kidding with you. I really suck at Gungeon. I love the game, but I'm really bad at it, guys. Like, I'm not saying that to try to make excuses. I'm not trying to, like, talk you guys out of being interested in it. No, I'm really bad at that game. But maybe... maybe it's time I finally got back to it and tried to learn how to play it. Like, I personally, like, it's one of those things that's been on my mind. It's like, I'm really good at so many other games. Why am I so bad at this one? So that is one thing that I've definitely been thinking about. Is I would like to get back into Enter the Gungeon and try to get better at that game. Take that. We take that. And Big Ice Punch. Alright, could have gone better. Also could have gone far, far worse. I guess I don't need to worry about upgrading that. Oh my god, come on! Alright, I kind of feel like things aren't working out so well. Oh, good lord, I am just getting my ass kicked. Hello, Glass Cannon. I don't know how I feel about that. On one hand, I'm never against doing more damage. On the other hand, I'm already kind of getting my ass kicked. I will debate that. Well, I mean, grab that. I had also brought up that I had a request to do Blasphemous. I'm just not sure if the request is for Blasphemous 1, Blasphemous 2, or both. So, just a little clarification on that, because, yeah, I did not get clarification last time. Now, I'm sure the reason why Blasphemous is on anyone's mind is because of the sequel. Which, from what I can tell, is a pretty good time. And yeah, admittedly, it's been on my radar as well, so it's not like it's anything that I haven't already been thinking about. You know, I probably could have just used my jump again, or used Glacial Cross. And I'm waiting to pick up the Adorable Mimic until I can see if there are any other freebies to use, because I'm trying not to use a lot of money because of the Dagger and Midas. Alright, no other freebies. So let's have a look. See if there's anything that Interestingly, I could take that again. So let's drop the things I want to keep. Alright. Looking pretty solid. Let's move on. Ugh. Let's wait. All right. I've also kind of not been playing Binding of Isaac as much lately, mostly because, I don't know. I think because the last time I played it, I just got ruined. And I don't know if that's because I'm really bad, or because I just wasn't ready for the balance changes that were made for Repentance. So I've always been a big believer in why do you need balance changes in a single-player game. That's just kind of where I'm coming from on that. Like, why do we need to continue to make anything weaker or or weaker is, I guess, the main thing, because it's a single-player game, and you're not guaranteed anything in Binding of Isaac. Why nerf anything? I guess where I'm coming from, that just never did make a lick of sense. Maybe someone else can shed some light on that for me. Maybe someone else can see a reason to nerf things in a single-player experience. And I don't want to hear because of the online co-op mod, because that's a mod. That was not anything that came bundled with the original game, and even still, it's co-op. So why bother nerfing anything at all? Oh, why did I go that direction? Oh, that was not smart. We'll just take that as a damage boost. And ultimately, I think it was worth it. Yay! Alright. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna go. Owie. Okay, well, I dodged the Dragon Dive and then got hit by the Frost Fan, so... Oh. Mistimed what I was trying to do. Ultimately, I'd say that was a good run. I just might want to go with a jump that doesn't linger next time. Pardon me. But that's all she wrote for today. Like I said, let me know what you guys think about me trying my best to relearn Enter the Gungeon, like I've been trying to remaster Dead Cells. I personally think it would be a lot of fun, and I'm very down to try. I just know that I'm going to embarrass myself, so I want to make sure you guys are okay with me being embarrassing. Just putting that out there. As per usual, I very much appreciate you guys coming and spending some of your free time with me. It really means a lot to me. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night, wherever you may happen to be, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care.